Ahead next. Digging in, Starling Marte. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Center fielder.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a bunt attempt here. Gurriel is right there, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. Now at the plate, Gregory Polanco, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Shows bunt as he gets this one down, and this is knocked down on the mound. Thankfully he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. Coming to the plate now, Corey Dickerson. His career line against Garrett Cole. He's 2 for 3. Gurriel fields it cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Standing in, George Springer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Astros, right fielder, George.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. Bell has a play, and that's the first out of the inning. Stepping in, Carlos Correa.
Carlos Correa.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Little dribbler down the line, but that one rolls foul.
Man, he's going to be kicking himself when he goes and watches the video after this one. That's a changeup, 2 strikes in the wheelhouse. You cannot miss that pitch.
A bouncer up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel, man at first for him following the 1-out single. Here's a look over to first, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time. First offering on its way, and he fouls this one off. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Now a move over to first. Correa, base runner at first with 1 out. And again a throw, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And there's out number 2. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Josh Reddick. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. From the stretch. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
Freeze is over near the railing as he... So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Adam Frazier. He'll get us started in the top of the second. The windup and the 0-1. Breaking ball in for a strike. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Roy, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
Stepping up to the plate, Jordy Mercer. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 on its way. Chopped foul at the plate here, and it's 0-2. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone. Up next for the Buccos, Sean Rodriguez. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And they start him with one high and away for ball one. A count of 1-1 to the Pirates' first baseman.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike two. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike three, and that will... Digging in the switch hitter, Marwin Gonzalez. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Marwin Gonzalez.
Cool has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Grounded to the right. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning. Next up for the Stros, Evan Gattis. First pitch on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Gattis, who's sometimes called Bull for apparent reasons. He was selected in the 23rd round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. The 1-2. Chopped on the ground over to first. Bell brings it in. The tag, and he is out. Striding into the box, Alex Bregman will try to make something happen with two gone in the bottom of the second. First delivery to him on the way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-0 home. He's in there for strike one. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Here's a pop-up now. Bell has got it, and the side is retired. Digging in, Francisco Cervelli, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
Francisco Cervelli.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Marisnik comes on now, and he has it 1 down. Stepping into the box, Josh Bell. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Great execution of that changeup right there. Great arm action. Batter was totally out front on that one.
Behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 home. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away. Here's Starling Marte. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. So a rather weak start to the at-bat as he misses badly there. It's 0-1. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Working for the punch out and the offering. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Striding in once again, Gregory Polanco. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted the other way to left center. Correa is calling for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Riding in, Jake Marisnick. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Hey, Marisnick.
And he'll step off. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. Hit out towards second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway. Striding in for Houston, Jose Altuve, the reigning batting champion in the American League. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. The 0-1. And no swing, apparently, ball 1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1. But now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
The 2-1. Strike 2 swinging.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
And another throw over, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time. He's running. Pitch inside the throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. Now the payoff pitch home. This one's down to third. Fielded by Freeze. And they'll get the out here as he's run down between second and third. Ready for another chance? George Springer. He popped out in his first trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike called. Now the throw down is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. He's set. Now the pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Pickoff move to second, and he will thankfully make it back to second as he almost got caught out there. Ready on 0-2. In the dirt here. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. Here's Carlos Correa now, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Here's the first pitch to him. And this one's in the dirt. And no advance, it's ball 1. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Digging in to try it again, Corey Dickerson, as we begin the top of the 4th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A high fastball is in there. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Adam Frazier. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. In there, strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. A cold strike on the inside corner.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down the way.
So he gets him swinging on a pitcher's pitch. Adam Frazier goes down for out number 2 in the top half. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. tapped out in front of home. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Into the box now, Yuli Gurriel. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home court. Digging in for his second at-bat, Marwin Gonzalez. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. At the plate, Jordy Mercer. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Correa has it. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step. Striding forward now is the DH, Sean Rodriguez. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. And indeed, he won't try to force it at second. He'll just flip on to first for the sure out. At the plate, Francisco Cervelli. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. So earlier in the broadcast, we mentioned that we might be seeing a pitcher's duel today, and these two guys have certainly delivered on that promise.
You know, Matt, sometimes it's really hard to put a finger on why a guy pitches well and why a guy is having a very difficult time. So far, he hasn't had a very good season, but you know this, when you have the stuff that this guy has, he's 1 out, 1 inning, 1 pitch away from turning things back around, and he's pitching more now like the guy we thought he was going to be.
1-1. 1-1, here it comes. 1-2 now. Back up the middle. Correa is there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Evan Gattis now standing in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And a whiff at a good slider that time. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Missed with a breaking ball.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. Evan Gattis is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 5th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The 1-1 home. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. High in the air out to center field. Marte is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Ready now, Jake Marisnick. A base hit in his first trip. Here comes the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one.
Hey, he's close to having another quick inning right there with 2 quick outs. He's been very economical with his pitches, and if he continues to go like this, the bullpen might get a day off.
And it's 1-2.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Frazier is there, and the side is retired. So the Pirates' batting order turns over. Over in center.
Center fielder, Darwin Martin.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike 1.
You could just see this guy out on the mound right here. Just the body language. He knows he's on top of his game. Executing a nasty slider down the way right there, giving this offense no chance.
And it's a good start to the inning for the Bucks. It's a leadoff double. Here's Gregory Polanco. No hits to this point. Hit down the third baseline. And there's one down now. Ready for another shot now. Corey Dickerson. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
Loud contact for Dickerson, and a ball headed to deep right field. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Weak grounder back to the mound. And that's the second out. Ready once again, David Freese. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Leaves a slider right over the middle.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Cole gets the sign. 0-1 pitch on its way. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the second strike. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch. Leading off the inning, Jose Altuve, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Chopped weakly to the left, Over to first is Priest, and there's one out. So the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, George Springer. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch on its way. Popped him up. Cervelli moving to his left, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Digging in once again, Carlos Correa. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. First delivery to him on the way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
Bounced softly in front of the plate. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. It's on to the 7th inning with the Pirates leading in this one. But before the inning gets underway, let's check out the game summary to this point. Ready for another chance? Jordy Mercer. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.